assignment for the day. It could be that simple. Once students turn in work, you'll see it pop up on your screen, and then you could return it. You can comment, or you can, I'm going to go back to the class so you can see that. This would be on my screen. I can comment, or I could even send it, like it, or I could even send it back to the students. And once they've completed the assignment to my satisfaction, then it stays in their virtual portfolio. But like what I said, I wanted to show you this mini lesson that I created. So you notice that this mini lesson has four, it says 1 to 4. That means it has 4 slides. Each slide you can record up to 5 minutes. And I'm having trouble playing this and using my recording at the same time. So I think I'm just going to open it up and show you and talk you through it. This has voice recording on it for about 1 minute, where I talk about the ciclo de vida. Here you could see that I'm talking about cambios y the different stages of the insect life cycle as I'm annotating. And the lovely thing about Seesaw is that you can pause and add a picture, or pause, add recording of your voice. You could add pictures of yourself if you want to show them something that you have. So this was just going over the vocabulary for the STEM scope 4th grade. And then once they're finished, I had a little description, but that's not necessarily, you don't have to necessarily have a slide that describes it. But this could be, because there's 4 slides and each slide has 5 minutes of recording, this could be a 20-minute lesson. And the nice thing is that kids could watch it over and over, or fast forward to the part they need to see to help them out. And then going back to the assignment, right down here, we have an activity that the kids need to do. And I'll show you a sample student how they would respond. So you could view the instructions right here. Watch the image, watch the video again. Once they turn in their work, that video I don't think it's available for them anymore. So make sure they watch it and know what they're going to do before they turn in their work. But I have locked these 3 subtitles up here, and what they need to do is move the words and the definition around. And of course, they can go back and watch the video if they're not sure, and put them in the correct columns and rows. So, and of course, if this, you can create something like this, or you could create another activity where they have to take a picture of themselves. Okay, that's an option. That you might have them record themselves. Tell me about the cycle of life of a insect, and then they would record themselves right here. Okay, so really neat. Oh, I'm recording myself right here. I just say done. They have about 5 minutes. So that's why I said it's really amazing for language learners, because you want them to be talking more and more, and this is a great tool. They love hearing themselves speak. So I'm going to go ahead and log out of this. The student simply needs to say done. And then that's what I would see, their work and my page. I could watch it. I can see how they did. Again, I can send it back to them. So creating these little mini lessons, I'm sorry. I don't want to create a new class. I want to add an assignment. So I'd push add, assign activity. And you can see this is my library. I've been playing around with this. I'm going to create an activity. Let's just say, we'll say this is practice. And practice using Seesaw. Again, adding my voice. Practice using Seesaw. And then here is where you would add your mini lesson right here. Okay. And I personally like to use the drawing, but if you have a graphic organizer that you want to write on, you can upload that. If you want to just do some writing with looks like paper, you could do that. Um, but again, if you want to play a video or take a picture, have a link that you'd like them to see something. But again, if you're creating lessons, this drawing tool is the best because you can see that you have text. Hey everybody, I'd just like you to practice using Seesaw. I can take a picture. I can upload it, or I can take a picture of myself. Notice that I have paused the recording because now I put a picture. Tell me a little bit about yourself and take a picture. Okay. You can use these tools down here to annotate. And if you have a pen that is connected to your computer, this is even easier to do the annotations. So I'm going to be done. Again, you can add more pages. Actually, you have to end your recording for page 1 to add a new page right here. Let's just imagine that I'm done. Okay, so there's my little mini lesson, and then I would want to add a student template. Okay, again, I can choose any of these. I can make something for them to do. Okay. And then the little lesson that I did, they can't manipulate. But for the student responses, they can manipulate this. You can even put a little caption telling them what you want to do, but you remember instructions can be in the main oops. And I'm just going to say I'm done. And I could save it. And then, of course, I would need to assign it to my class for them to see it, be able to see it. Or if I want to keep working on it and come back to it later, I don't have to assign it right now. Okay, and you can see it doesn't come up in my class. So I hope you play around with Seesaw. I know some of you are already using it and enjoying it. It's an amazing tool. I'm going to be finding out how I can share my lessons with you. I know I can put it in the community library and share with you so that if you wanted to pull up a lesson that I've created, you can do that. So have fun with it. Thanks for all your hard work and dedication. I hope this is helpful.